Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Becky, and today we are going to be working on my layout for load day 28. We are going to be using crepe paper for this layout, mostly Maggie Holmes actually. I am going to be using this ledger paper as my background. We aren't going to be using the white cardstock today. We're going to go ahead and go with the pattern paper. Now I found this striped paper has these glitter stripes. Now I did already use a piece of this month on a different layout, so I went ahead and cut into a new sheet. These have been sitting in my stash for forever, so I don't even feel bad for doing that. The only problem with that sheet with the glitter on it is adhesive doesn't want to stick to it. You really need to use a liquid adhesive to get papers or embellishments to stick to that glitter stripe. So I did use the art glitter glue to get everything to stick down. I went ahead and cut several of my papers down. This right here, I'm backing my photo on a piece of the packaging. A lot of the Maggie Holmes packaging is wood grain, which is my favorite ever. And so I do like to keep that and use that to back my photos. Now you can see I cut down the papers in a specific way. This leads me to believe that I am using a sketch on this. However, I did not save it. Usually I have a method in where when I'm using a sketch, I have it on my phone and I will save it to the album with the name of the layout. And in this case, I did not do that. So the base of the layout is going to kind of be like this. I mean, the papers in themselves, they have that mint color and then that stripedy bit. I'm also going to pull out another one that I'm going to tuck in there. But first I went ahead and started pulling out some of the embellishments. Now with this kit or this layout, I did put together several page kits. I had a whole bunch of leftovers and then just some full sheets sitting out. So I I started matching the bits up that I wanted to use and putting them in page kits. So that's why you can see all those embellishments over the left hand side. That's everything I pulled out. There's even a little strip of enamel dots. Well, on this particular kit, I did pull out that die cut that says "You Are Magic," and I was like married to that die cut, right? So I keep trying to force it onto the page. It is not going to end up making it. Now the photo is a photo of me and Riley at the kids' gender reveal for the new baby, which, surprise, is a boy. But that's a picture of Riley and I at the gender reveal. So when I pulled out these little animals, I saw these little animals were in the page kit. They're so cute, and I put them together and I was trying to set them up in such a way that they were holding hands like, Granny and Riley might do. I do end up making that work, but they're also going to move around the page quite a bit. I try them in almost every location possible on the page. Now you see that pink paper that's over to the left hand side? That is the other piece of paper that I do end up using. I will put this card down right there. It's got kind of a blue border on it. I don't particularly care for that flower bit in the middle, so I will put something over the top of that. That may come in and out throughout this layout. Then we have these little cards. One of them is a pear and P for pear, and the other one, I can't remember what the other one is. It's hiding underneath there. I wanted those to work on there because she's a child, and those seem like childlike cards to me. So I did try to make those work as well, but they are not going to. Here's where I decide where I'm going to actually have those pink strips. I thought I would add in that polka dotted piece because it has a little bit yellow on it, and there's yellow in one of the animals' dresses, that cat. It's not going to end up staying on there, but you can see where I have the title right there. You Are Magic. That is not the title to this layout. If you saw the cover on it, it said Happy Heart. So that entire thing will go away. I did know I was going to use some butterflies because I love butterflies. I know there are a lot of people that are over the whole butterfly and floral thing. I am not one of them. If I have florals and butterflies, they're probably going to go on the page, and I don't even care what the page is about. We're going to go ahead and commit to the placement of the background papers. I'm going to go ahead and tuck this pink in on both sides right there. Now you see the piece I put over that 3x4 card. It says there's sunshine in my soul today, and that is going to stay there. That's going to cover up that bit that I was saying I did not like in that 3x4 card. And it's a wood grain, so it ties in nicely to the wood grain packaging that I used to put a mat around my photo with. I am trying to use most of the bits that I had put into this page kit. A lot of them don't work, but some of them do. I've been going with a more simple style here lately, so it really stands to reason that a lot of them don't work, and I use like a third of what I put in there. I did end up pulling out some foam stickers that were not even originally in the kit. Now I'm going to tell you this. I don't use page kits a lot, but on this specific day when I put together these kits, I think I put together like 4 or 5, maybe even a little bit more than that. I really enjoyed working with those. So that is something I will probably end up doing in the future. The thing is, when I do a page kit, the ones I did for on this day, I just did the page kits. But I'm going to say, I think I would rather have my pictures pulled out and then do a page kit around that. And I only say this because I have an envelope of pictures on my desk that I really want to scrap, but every time I pull out a collection, they don't go with those pictures. So I think I'm going to take those pictures and then make a kit around those photos. I don't usually do that. I usually decide what I'm going to work with and then decide on the photos, but I'm going to need to do that because these photos I have sitting there, they're just been sitting there for a couple months, and I really need to get them done. Now you can see right there is where I decided to keep my two little animals. It's a cat and a panda bear, and I put them close together to where they are holding hands. I did pull this out of the chipboard sheet that was in my Maggie Holmes box. This also was not in my page kit, but that magic, I can't even remember what was something, You Are Magic, it just was not working. So I did pull this chipboard piece out, and this is when I was in there finding this chipboard piece that I found those foam puffy stickers. So I do pull out that yellow butterfly, and I am also going to pull out 3 gold hearts as well. I put that pink butterfly right up here at the top, and that banner that's under it, it is also one of those foam stickers, and it says best day ever, which I know is a really used up phrase, but I don't care. It is one of the best days ever because it was the gender reveal of my grandson. I am going to be putting a little butterfly down here at the feet of those little animals as well. So I will have 3 butterflies on here in total. After I do that, I am going to pull out the Heidi Swapp Color Shine in Gold, I believe, and give that a splatter on the page. Now, right there, you saw me putting some foam tape under one of the wings of the butterfly. When I put those animals down, the cat laid flat, and then part of the panda I put up on foam tape. So her legs are on foam tape, so that other wing of that butterfly needed to be up on foam tape as well, or it was going to sag down, and we didn't want that to happen. So I wanted some fine drops from this Maggie Holmes Color Shine. I went ahead and took my paintbrush and dipped it in there and just banged it on, I think I'm using a pair of scissors, but that gives me some fine spots. I will then use just the nozzle and drop some bigger spots around with that. This is the only way I know, or the only way that I have been able to get the fine splatters is with a paintbrush and the force of banging it on something. So after I do that, I am not going to do anything else to this layout. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.